Are you tired of overpriced groceries and limited options at the supermarket? Because I know I am. Well, try Misfit Marketplace, where every box is packed with delicious organic produce at up to 40% off retail prices. That's right. You get your fresh fruits to colorful veggies. Misfit Marketplace delivers quality ingredients straight to your door. Visit misfitmarket.com and use code POD20, that is POD20, to get 20% off your first order, and tell them that Dr. T sent you. Eat well, save money, and join the Misfit movement today. On this week's episode, looks like Embiid is close to returning, and there is some drama in the 49ers camp as Armstead feels disrespected. The women's NCAA Sweet 16 brackets are heating up, and Kelly Oubre cussed out just about every ref in the game. It's time for a win is a win. Let's go, y'all. It's time for the rookie rundown. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. It is time for another week's episode of A Win is a Win. But before we get into it all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. And don't forget to tell somebody and make sure they tell somebody else to join A Win is a Win. And don't forget, like it when you listen, love it more when you subscribe. It's okay. Just go ahead and hit the little subscribe button. And then make sure after you do that, up on your listening device, there's a notification bell to get your necessary notification. Let's get into these rookies. The Portland Trail Blazers decided to do a thing this past weekend. Now, head coach Chauncey Billups, he chose to start 5 rookies in 2 games this past week, becoming the first team to do so since the 2011 Warriors. Now, the lineup consisted of Henderson, Murray, Rupert, Kamara, and Reith. I mean, there's nothing else really to say about this. Another rookie that deserves some love is Grady Dick. Now, the Raptors rookie averaged 32.8 minutes per game and 12.8 points this past week. Now, prior to that, I think he was just getting around 18 and a half minutes and scoring just 6.5, 6.7 points, somewhere around there per game. But now it seems like he's given much more to the floor and given a bit more opportunity to shine on the court. And to be honest, it seems like he's taking full advantage of that. G.G. Jackson, the youngest player in the NBA, who's a guard for the Grizzlies now. Jackson, he's been improving all year at a steady pace with some huge games, but recently he dropped 35 points against the Warriors and Chris Paul. Now, why did he deserve a mention? Well, that's because Paul was Jackson's AAU coach. CP3 said it's surreal to be going against Jackson on the NBA court now. Jackson now averages 13.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. So talk about a full circle moment. And then you get ate up by your player that you used to coach. It's got to be all love, but it surely is something to see. Keep your eyes on G.G. Jackson and the other rookies that we mentioned in the rookie rundown. Sports news coming up next. It's that time. Yep, it's time for some sports news. Hot topic, hot topic. It seems to be never ending. Right now, what's happening in San Francisco with Brandon Ayuk. Now, Ayuk is obviously, we've heard it all, has been rumored to be in trade talks now that he needs a new contract. Now, he's been pretty vocal about getting his coins or getting out of San Fran, but GM John Lynch dismissed any chance that he gets shipped away. Now, what Ayuk said in response to that is that I'm just trying to get what I deserve. Now, he recently had 1,342 receiving yards in 2023, and he's been improving each year since entering the league. Now, San Francisco knows this. They know they can't let him walk for nothing, and they know he's too valuable to trade right now. So, to me, it seems like they need to strike a deal and soon. Definitely. Now, let's talk about the Chiefs. They signed Welsh rugby star Louis Zammit. Now, the team found him they have an international player pathway program, and they have full intentions to convert Zammit to a running back or a wide receiver. Now, fans have been, heavily anticipating this guy to turn into a star in the league if given a chance. Now, seeing that, in my opinion, Patrick Mahomes, he needs a top tier weapon on the wide receiver squad. And this, not saying that he is, but Zammit might be who they're looking for. We'll see. Now, let's jump back into the 49ers. Now, Eric Armstead said that he felt extremely disrespected by the team's recent pay cut request. Armstead notably left the team in free agency not too long ago, and he signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Armstead signed a 3-year deal, which is worth somewhere around the ballpark of $43 million. To put this into perspective, the 49ers, on the other hand, offered him $6 million deal for 1 year with incentives to go to $8 million. Now, Armstead has missed at least 5 games each of the last 2 years. Now, is he still going to be productive when healthy? We shall see. Don't know. But when you're getting that kind of money, you performance, contract. And you have to understand what that means when you sign it. Understanding that people can be disgruntled, but read each line so you understand what you're getting yourself into. When it comes to the NFL draft, nothing really has changed in the projections. Now, teams seem to be locked in the top 3, all being quarterbacks. Now, the concern is about Jaden Daniels' elbow, as images surfaced that showed it not looking too good when he was thrown around the rock recently. However, it shouldn't affect his draft stock. The only other recent news is that the Arizona Cardinals could be open to trading down, though it's not much of a surprise. I mean, don't have to hold a press conference, I would imagine, just to tell us that you're trading down. I saw Jaden Daniels' elbow, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. Photoshop is something for real, because when you watch the video in real time, his elbow looked nothing like the still photos that were posted. After that, he tweeted, "Come on, y'all, it's nothing wrong with my elbow. I'm good. Stop it." Sometimes the internet just simply goes too far. Campus Gridiron up next. It's time to hit that Campus Gridiron. March Madness. Ooh, it's been wildly entertaining for me, and we've already had our fair share. Well, yes, I'll say that, our fair share of upsets. The first number one seed has officially fallen this past week, with North Carolina losing to Alabama in stunning fashion. Other games saw Clemson narrowly take down Arizona and Illinois beating Iowa State. It's only a matter of time before we see another number one seed fall in the tournament, and it could come very soon with us entering the Elite Eight. Now, women's Sweet 16 brackets, many of the top seeds have made it into the tournament, such as who do we have? Texas, Iowa, Notre Dame, LSU, and South Carolina balling. We've also seen some recognizable squads survive deeper than anticipated, which was Colorado, Duke, and Baylor. Now, in the middle of all this action, Iowa superstar, obviously, Caitlin Clark, was offered $5 million to play in the Big Three, something she likely won't be accepting anytime soon. I get it, you know. She's broken records, and she's an elite college athlete. But I am stumped and have no words on why Ice Cube would be offering her money to play in the Big Three. First of all, it just makes no sense to me. And then if anyone wants to jump in the chat and give their opinion as to why this would make sense, please feel free to do so, because Ice Cube, we didn't ask for this. And we didn't ask for this. I don't know what her place would be in the Big Three, or why it would even make sense when she's already committed to going pro WNBA. And we have yet to see how she's even going to play with professional female athletes in the WNBA, let alone the Big Three. Can't get that one, can't wrap that one around my head, y'all. Injury report up next. Hold on. You know it is time for sounding off with Tiff. That's right. I didn't forget. This topic is never ending. It's a never ending story. And no, I am not talking about the movies from the 80s. Well, what are you talking about, Tiff? I am talking about the MJ versus LeBron comparison. Who's the GOAT? Who's the greatest of all time, Michael or LeBron? LeBron James versus Michael Jordan it's like a fungus of conversation that grows over every single subject. No matter if it's about them or not, it somehow circles back to LeBron and MJ. Now, while it's entertaining to compare these two basketball legends, the constant debate oversimplifies their greatness and undermines their unique contributions to the game. First off, LeBron and MJ played in different eras with different rules, competition levels, and playing styles. It's like comparing apples to oranges. LeBron's versatility and athleticism is undeniable, while MJ's killer instinct and scoring prowess are legendary. Furthermore, their impact off the court is equally significant, but in different ways. Hold on, because I know where y'all going with this. Let me break it down. LeBron's activism and philanthropy transcends basketball, while MJ's global brand revolutionized marketing. Now, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. When comparing stats, it's essential to consider various factors, including era, playing style, and position. LeBron James, known for his versatility, has consistently filled the stat sheet throughout his career. You can't deny what he's done. All-time leading scorer in the NBA, just crossed 40,000 points. He's somewhere in the top 5 or top 10 of players of all times, showcasing his all-around dominance on a court. You can see it night in and night out. On the other hand, Michael Jordan was renowned for his scoring prowess and defensive tenacity, boasts impressive numbers as well. Jordan's scoring titles, MVP awards, and 6 NBA championships underscore his impact on the game. However, directly comparing their stats can be challenging due to the differences in playing time, pace of play, and rule changes over the years. LeBron's longevity and durability has allowed him to accumulate stats at a remarkable rate, while Jordan's peak dominance in the 90s remains unmatched. I'll say this. Ultimately, statistics only tell one part of the story. The eye test, intangibles, and impact on winning also factor into this heavily talked about debate. I should go back and rephrase that. It's never ending debate. Both LeBron James and Michael Jordan have left an indelible mark on the NBA, and their statistical achievements only scratch the surface of their basketball legacy. So let's just appreciate their artistry and their greatness without getting caught up in the numbers game. Want to get started on your weight loss journey? We all do. Well, we know weight loss can be difficult, but medical advancements have created an absolute game changer. Yes, semaglutide is a once a week shot that can lower your A1C, curb your appetite, craving, slow digestion, and can help you feel full sooner and longer. How do you sign up? Go to drT23.site. That is DRT23.site. Go ahead and click semaglutide, get signed up for your weight loss goals. Who's hurt and who is ready to go? Well, it's time for our injury report. Thrilled to be back out on the court. Knicks center Mitchell Robinson was able to make his return after missing 50 games because of a stress fracture in his leg. And it seems to me that he's excited about being out there. Also, regarding centers, seems like or hinted that Embiid is close to returning at some point in April, so we'll keep an eye out for that. The Charlotte Hornets are shutting down LaMelo Ball for the remainder of the season. Now, the former NBA rookie, now he only played 22 games this season before suffering an injury. And honestly, it's been quite some time since we've seen him out there. And the Hornets are one of the worst teams in the league. Don't come for me, Charlotte. I understand. I feel your pain. There's simply no reason to rush him out this year when they aren't even competitive. Lastly, we're going to talk about Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb. Obviously, we know he suffered that gruesome knee injury earlier part of last year, and some kind of hinted that he wouldn't return, but thankfully that's not the case. Now, Browns GM said that they're being extremely conservative with Chubb right now, and they just want to keep him on track for progress. They're not even thinking about what he'll look like on the field. They just want him to heal up. Betmasters up next. Join me on DraftKings. Go to drT23.site. That is DRT23.site. Go ahead and click Join Me on DraftKings and get your $200 bonus bet when you bet $5 instantly on DraftKings Sportsbook money lines, totals, and same game parlays. DraftKings has the action. Open up those sports books. It's time for Bet Masters. Some good NBA games on this weekend for everybody to tune into. However, Some of them are a little better to bet on than others. The first is the Lakers and the Nets. Now, I'm sorry if you're a Brooklyn fan, but this is a terrible matchup. The Lakers are on a tear right now, and the Nets are struggling to keep up with better teams, especially considering their own injury list. I mean, I'd expect the Lakers to beat them hands down. Take the Lakers on the money line, throw $10 on there, get you back 50. Another great game to bet on would be the Knicks and the Thunder. Now, the Knicks have the best defense in the league, and the Thunder have one of the youngest rosters that are running people up and down the court for cardio every night. Both teams play at a high level, but I bet that great defense beats great offense here. I'm going to go with the Knicks to take the W on this and cover the spread. Put $20 on that, get you back 87. Make sure that you tune in for Bet Masters University, where we break down positive EV and arbitrage betting so that you can make the most out of your money and learn how to build up your bankroll so that you can have a deeper pocket for a lot of these bets, and to also know when to just take a step back from betting. Not all the time do lines make sense. So you need to just say, hey, either you're going to take advantage of it or I'm just going to sit this one out. Don't be so thirsty to chase bets because your bankroll will decrease faster than it will increase. In the post up next. Time for our last segment in the post. That's right, lace up those J's and let's hit the hardwood. We heard earlier that the Minnesota Timberwolves owner is no longer putting the team up for sale. A team of A-Rod and Mark Lore acquires a good amount of ownership, but they aren't majority owners. Had the team remained for sale longer, then they likely would have found a way to take a stake in the majority ownership. And I might add that the Timberwolves are now number one in the West. Oh, and we also got to see Kelly Oubre get fined for cursing. No, cussing, not cursing, cussing out every single referee on the court following a loss to the paper clips. Now, the video showed him quite literally point his finger in anger at every single ref out there. And what did he get hit with? $50,000 fine for verbally abusing game officials. This comes on the heels of Draymond Green getting ejected within the first 0.35 seconds of the Warriors game for doing what? Cursing out a ref and questioning the refs about a call. I don't know what to make about the NBA sometimes. Is you let's just take a look at the disinterest of the fans. I don't care what team it is. When you look in the stands, the seats are half empty. Empty. There's something wrong within the NBA league, the culture, and Adam Silver is going to have to try to figure out something else because what do we have here? We have the All-Star game. That's a joke. I mean, come on, guys. The dunk contest is a joke. And then we have this NBA in-season tournament was a joke to me, in my opinion. I don't even know what the reason is to be more competitive, to add some flavor to a staling league. And we have unders and overs that are 276 points, 245 points. I mean, it is a flaming mess in the NBA right now. And I just hope that it normalizes soon. In my mind, I'm used to what the NBA used to be, and I know things change. Come on, guys, don't come for me in the comments. things do change. Yes, I understand that. However, the way that the NBA is going right now, the way that it has looked in the past year or two, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. You have American players now are beefing with the Euro players because it's becoming a Euro league and they're outplaying the Americans. I mean, too much drama, not enough basketball. Finally, I'm going to put this question in the chat and please submit your response. Those who participate, we are giving away a gift certificate for the um, people who participate. So it's not about if you get it right because there's no right or wrong. It's just participation. We're going to randomly pull a listener and get your information and send you the gift card. So here's my question. Who's taking the final shot? And here's your options. Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Damian Lillard, Reggie Miller, or Steph Curry. Leave your response if you want to get into the drawing for our gift card. And that's going to end it for this week's episode of A Win is a Win. Don't forget, y'all, to like, subscribe, and share. Tell someone to tell somebody else. Like it when you listen, love it when you subscribe, and I'll see you next week.